Hey guys, I'm the Sky Spire and welcome back to another Mother 4 update. Today we got two updates to look at because somehow, first off I was looking at it constantly and then we only got one update and then I stopped for a while and then we got two. So I mean, hey, it's been weird, but at least we do have a definitive date for the next one, update number 14. But today we're actually going to be covering update number 12, Masterful little update, and update 13, World of Rumor. And yes, these are both puns, as always. So we're going to start off with episode 12, which is primarily it's music based. Hello everyone, it's time for another little update, this time coming from our sound department. We had planned to let Shane handle this one, Shane Mesa, the guy who handles the music, but his internet left us at a bad time. Regrettably, we'll have to manage without him. You might already have noticed, but he's been working on mastering our whole soundtrack. A temporary SoundCloud has already been updated with mastered tracks. I usually have background music for the Mother 4 update videos, but not this time. Mainly because, at least for this first half, I want you guys, because there's some music I want you guys to listen to. Anyways, this is what music looks like when Danny and Shane work on it. And yeah, of course, I'm a video editor, I'm not an audio editor. Mastering is the final engineering process in music production, a dynamic art that stands on its own, isolated from music writing, production, recording, or even mixing. It's a little difficult to explain without getting technical, but it's basically the process of taking a piece of music and making it sound like each piece fits with every other piece. It's a bit like making the music album ready in terms of quality. The instruments, composition, etc. don't change, but the levels of each sound change to help make the piece generally easier to listen to. So basically, you'd have to wait a close. So basically, yes, it's not like they actually changed the instruments to make it seem like the same sound font as the rest, but guys, listen closely to Chattering World. This is going to be the original one, which actually isn't one of the earlier ones. It is actually one of the later ones that they've come out with. So this is Chattering World. I'll skip ahead. Okay, and then the mastered version. You can notice a little difference in there, a little bit of a difference. I'll stop right there. While our guys are still new at this, we feel confident this will be a huge improvement to our currently over 70 tracks. Pretty good, pretty good. The volume levels have been maximized and even... Pretty good, that's really good. The volume levels have been maximized and evened out, and some problems were surgically removed. We even lost the source files for some older songs, so those were a real challenge. This update was a bit small, but we'll be showing you a new track on Tuesday to make up for it, not to mention an update from Pastel on the 13th of March. So, yeah, this picture, I think we've seen this picture before, check that out. Anyways, one thing I do want to mention, and we're going to go right to the other update right away, about the progress of the game. They actually do address that in update number 13, which is fairly interesting. I do like this one. Hey everyone, it's been 2 weeks and we're hard at work. Today I'll be talking a bit about what I've been up to. Just in case you missed last week's closing line, today your update's coming from me, Pastel. As I discussed earlier, part of what I do is writing, and that's what I've been doing a lot of, other than PSI animations. As for this one, I'm not, off the top of my head, I can't remember, I probably should have looked up which one it was beforehand. It could be an attacking one, but this game has a very big theme of green. And I want to get to the end of this update so I can dwell on that. But anyways, to be more specific, I've been working on writing out the more specific story-based events rather than general townsfolk and attacks or item descriptions. There's a lot of townsfolk to write out, though. There's a lot of townsfolk to write out, though. But there might be even more things troubling the city of Pleiades. The modern men are surely behind it all, but what are they? As far as anyone knows, they're just rumors, and in 1970X, there's plenty of rumors to go around. What kind of rumors have I been writing about? Well, animal rumors, municipal rumors, ghost rumors. That stuff just represents some of the problems in some of the towns we'll visit. Generally, these kind of things are treated as Monsters of the Week episodes, similarly to how events with certain gangs or zombies or castles were treated. And while these sort of things add to the overall world, they are their own little experiences. After so many of those, you'll naturally be drawn to the deeper mysteries of the world. Mysteries about certain shades of green, for example. So now let's read these. Take for example, Earthbound. Earthbound had this whole thing of, you go to Tucson and you find out there's been a kidnapping. You go to Threed and you find out there's ghosts. You go to Forside and you just have Monotoli, really. each town has its own little mystery, and these are all clearly different places. I mean, at least the first 2 gifts are different towns because they're both outdoors, but have a different shade of green as the ground. I'm pretty sure that means they're 2 different places. The third one's indoors, so it could be anywhere. But I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so animal rumors. Let's see here. Recently, a bear keeps breaking into my home. So far, I stole all of my bed sheets as well as my guilty pleasures. I'm at the end of my rope. Oh my god. As for municipal rumors, I saw it in the sewers. A giant lizardy animal-y birdie skeleton or another. Something green and white. Green. Why is there so much green? And then ghost rumors. Hold on, I like this. This one's funny. Oh gosh, another troublemaker, just like the brass stuck in this office. It's locked, so you can't get in. Oh my god, the face. And everyone helps to come meet. Oh my god, everybody comes to help you meet your maker. Just look, this guy's a literal alarm ghost. I love that. Hold on. I don't have the. If anyone gets near me, I make a noise. It's so good, so good. But just look at the first 2. I feel like, I mean, it would be interesting if, like, I don't think this, it might not actually be the case, but what if, like, the first town, like, had, like, this whole thing of, like, oh, animal problems. The second one had a thing where it's like, oh, chimera problems. That's what it sounds like from this nervous guy. So, really, it could be that, but, I mean, Monster of the Week, I feel like is a good way to describe it. Apart from that, it could also just be, you know, the random going-ons, because, you know, the humor of the series is very spontaneous. There's stuff coming from all over the place, and because of that, it could also be a random bit of dialogue that doesn't necessarily have to have connection with everything else. But then there's this. We've seen this structure before, except it was fully built. It was like, wasn't it like a big needle pointing into the sky? But now it's just like a cut off. Whatever the gate was, it's gone at the moment. So apparently this is a sort of gate, like, assuming that somebody told Travis and Zach, like, hey, there's a gate over here, and we come over here, and it's quote-unquote gone. That's the kind of flow I'm working to set up. And by the way, that has to be, that's not a normal thing. Speaking of mysteries though, one of the other things I've been quietly working on is tallying the various things we have left to do. For example, out of our 20 and a half or so bosses, all but 2 of them have finalized designs, and 14 or so have their sprites finished. That feels about right on how our development in general is going. We're shorter in some areas and further in others, but I think that's a fair estimate of where we're at. Everyone gives what they can, as fast as they can, as well as they can, for the sole benefit of folk like you who check in on us every other Sunday. Incidentally, the 27th is the next time you hear from us, and our good friend Dive. 27th is 10 days from now. Alright, next Sunday, or next Sunday, yeah. But I'm really happy about that. So, especially because, I feel like we did get a lot of news on, of course, now the updates are more on, like, what they're working on rather than little snippets. I feel like, last time we focused on music, this time we focused on rumors going around. Next time, I mean, there could be a lot of stuff. I don't think it'll be anything dialogue related or world related. God. But it might be something like that. I feel like it might be something different. And that's why I'm really excited for the next one. Because I do love how, so far, the updates have had a sort of variety to them. Almost like each one has been fairly different. So I've talked about these 3. This one, so we have seen the big thing jutting out. We don't know what it is. And I do hope that they don't actually go into depth about the story. Because then that leaves us to piece together the entire thing. It's like when a Marvel movie comes out. It's like I've seen every leak, every interview, and have basically pieced together that entire film. Anybody watch that Darkly video? But just having the mystery in and of itself is nice. Just the mystery, that alone is just enough to let us dwell upon, honestly. And I like that. Since so what we have here is a quote-unquote gate. What this thing looks like is like a needle with like a little green bubble surrounding it. And apparently it's a gate to somewhere. We know nothing about the modern men as well, except for the fact that they're the antagonists. This is a PSI animation. Does this GIF have a name? No it doesn't. Alright, well, stop. Either way, though, I think that's already interesting enough. The green right there. So each character has their own, like, By each character, I mean, like, okay, so Ness has his Starstorm, that's his ability. Lucas has Love. Travis, I'm not entirely sure what his default is. I think they mentioned it. I think they did. I don't think this is it, though. This looks like a lot more of a healing thing, since it's an effect that's pulsating towards you, but that's not an enemy. That's not an enemy attack. It looks, of course, I mean, green already gives you a healing vibe, but just if I feel like it might be a sort of buff PSI attack on you guys, or it could be just a widespread attack on everyone. Who knows? Who knows? But I think they might have actually brought up the PSI another time. Hold on. Let's go through all of them. Enjoy construction. Here we go. Okay. We know this is fire. We saw. Okay. We saw telepathy. Hold on. Okay. PK Daydream. That one was on the top. So I think that we want to keep that in mind. And then there are, of course, all the other offensive ones. But yeah, so I think that's pretty interesting. Alright, so that's pretty much it for today. Those were 2 updates and the 27th. As for the progress of the game, we got, what was it? Out of our 20 and a half or so bosses, all but 2 of them have finalized designs, and 14 or so have their sprites finished. So out of like 20.5, you have 14 done. So that's more than half of their sprites finished, which is more than half. That's quite a bit of them. Sprites finished. That doesn't mean like the design. Okay, all but 2 of them have finalized designs. 14 of them have sprites finished. Okay, that makes sense. So that's. I feel like that's also kind of the amount of development that all of us thought that they were at. The running joke is, of course, they'll never finish. But I think, I mean, that sounds about right. Not only about, like, okay, if that feels about right on how their development in general is going, that also feels about right for us, you know, since we are seeing a pretty well-evolved game, just like, you know, various snippets of a pretty good-looking game. Quiet Girl seems to have some scandalous secrets. I bet the bears just stole some chocolate or something. Bet you to chocolate. Aww. Yeah, your guilty pleasures, my god. So it said in 1970X, that means it comes before Mother 1? I thought it was set in the present day. So, well, it's not going to stop me from enjoying it once you release it. 1970X years after the end of Mother 3. No! I thought the world was wiped out by the dragon at the end of Mother 3 and everyone died. No, yeah. Wow, that's a spoiler. God. Recently a bear keeps is incorrect grammar. Change to a bear keeps. Or recently a bear kept. Well, it seems to be a kid talking. Yo, this guy! I'm a grammar Nazi, but, well, I mean, unless I'm tired. But, God, this guy, he's a trooper. Anyway, the guy who spoiled made me scared, so I'm just gonna go back up. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this update. I'm sorry I sound like drunk or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go to bed. No, it's only 7 or 9 p.m., but I'm... God, so tired. But I did actually get some tools for a project that I'm gonna work on. It's gonna be fun. I hope, and you guys gonna hopefully look forward to that. But yeah, so our next update, which I do want to keep on my calendar, is the 27th, 10 days from now. So I think that'll be something to look forward to. Something to look forward to. Le English is not with me right now. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more on Mother 4 and all of the things Nintendo. Can't wait to do that Let's Play when it comes out, man. Can't wait. I'm the Sky Spire, and until then.